And welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking with us. Frank Tomaino is our guest. We're talking about local hospitals, the history of local hospitals in Utica and the surrounding area, and it's a great history. And Memorial Hospital, Frank. Where was Memorial Hospital?
Well, it was on Genesee Street, a couple blocks on the west side of Genesee, a couple blocks below the Parkway. Later became a nursing home, and I believe one of the credit unions there now. What's a Newell Ave, Newell Street. Yeah.
Okay.
But it was a homeopathic hospital. It was the first, and then later they changed the name to Memorial Hospital. But it had a school of nursing, and I think it had more than 100 beds. But Memorial, and then later it merged with St. Luke's in I don't know the 1970s, maybe 60s. And it became St. Luke's Memorial Hospital Center. And of course now I think it's no longer part of that name, so it's really disappeared from our history books. But it was a busy hospital for many years.
Did we leave any out, Frank? We covered a lot of them. Did we leave any of the hospitals out?
You got, we are leaving some out. I'm trying to remember them. Of course, you got the Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Hospital and Masonic Home, but I don't know if they accept probably just members of the Masonic community.
Don't know. Yeah.
I'm not sure, but we're missing one.
I can't think of it either.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. St. Elizabeth's, St. Luke's. We got General Hospital.
Got Memorial.
We got Memorial.
Somebody will tell us.
Yeah,
somebody will tell us which one it is. The history of this is modern history, but at St. Elizabeth you've got CNY Cardiology, which you're a volunteer up at St. Elizabeth, and you know that's a big prestigious group up there.
Yeah, it's a busy place. Busy place. I know I'm in the gift shop there on Mondays, and again, as I say, even on a Monday mornings, people moving in and out. And same with St. Luke's, you know. At St. Elizabeth, you know, that parking garage is always filled. So I know a lot of, you know, some of these hospitals, you know, they employ so many people too, you know, really thousands of people. That's really great for the economy. You know, while I'm talking, I'm trying to think of that.
I know,
that other
I'm trying to think of it too.
Yeah.
You know who else, who's the name I can't remember, and I shouldn't put this on you, but he was a doctor in Utica in the 50s, and I should know him because he took out my tonsils, but he was on Genesee Street, and he used to chase, not in a bad way, but
Dr. Falvo?
Dr. Falvo, yes.
William Falvo.
Yeah,
well, he worked with the police and fire department, and he had a title too, so great guy. When there was an accident, I mean, he was there. And the number of lives he must have saved because he was on the scene right away. And you know, it's not that you know he was like you know, you say like attorneys chasing the ambulance. He was, I don't know, was the police physician or something or other with the fire department too. He had a title, but he was accidents, fires. He was there.
You know, one of the, I mean, in this day and age, you know, you've got EMTs everywhere. You've got you can call 911. You've got, but people don't realize that it wasn't that long ago that you didn't have all this stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, and his Dr. Falvo's office was on Bleecker Street, near Bleecker and Mohawk. I remember he was on the second floor, and well known and very. I when I was a reporter, I met him several times, and real nice man, nice gentleman, and as I said, he was always the first at the accident or fire. So who knows how many lives he probably saved. You know.
The another name that pops in my mind, Frank, this is kind of from left field, and they had a doctor in front of his name. He wasn't really a doctor, but they called him a Dr. Marchese. Does that ring a bell with you? He did.
Oh, you mean the first Italian?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, he was a pharmacist. He came to this, he was the first Italian to settle in Utica in 1817. while he was in Italy, he had worked with a doctor, so he learned a little bit about medicine. Anyway, he ended up in Utica in 1817, and he opened a pharmacy on Genesee, about where the Boston store used to be. And a lot of people don't remember the Boston store.
The original Boston store, you mean?
The original, on the east side of Genesee, between Bleecker and Oriskany Street. And he opened a pharmacy, and again, they did call him a doctor. And I gave a talk about him not too long ago, and he lived to be 96 years old. And he gave, somebody asked him one time, what's the secret of, he said, gee, maybe I shouldn't say it. He said, eat at home, don't eat out, don't go to parties, and do a lot of walking, and you live to be 96 years old. So that's the secret.
I guess that's what he did, huh?
That's what he did, so I guess it worked.
Yeah. And you talk about pharmacists and pharmacies. There used to be, pharmacies used to be like corner drugstores. They were everywhere.
They were all over.
Corner markets and corner bars.
Again, I only know this because I gave a talk not too long ago and I had to do some research. There were, in Utica alone in 1950, there were 85 pharmacies in Utica. I remember in East Utica there were dozens of them, as you see. On every corner you had either a mom and pop grocery store or a bakery or a barber shop or a pharmacy.
Back in those days, Frank, it was unregulated too. Well, going back further, a lot of this stuff was unregulated. All these patent drugs and everything. Remember that?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. In fact, many of the pharmacists in those days actually, made pills. And now, I guess, those days are gone.
And so is our time is gone, but hopefully you'll come back soon.
Yep, right.
Good to see you, my friend. That's it for us this week. We'll be back next week. We'll do it all again. Don't forget CNYHomepage.com. Lots of good stuff there. Until next time, take care of yourself, everybody.